This segment brought to you by Livestock Promotions, leading the industry in cattle photography and video production. Visit us on the web at www.livestockpromotions.com.
Hey everybody, hope you're having a great summer so far. BJ Eick here from the Livestock Promotions World Headquarters in beautiful Radnor, Ohio, coming at you for Final Drive TV to help you prepare for the photography competition at the upcoming National Junior Shows. I've got a few notes here on my iPad that we're going to go through. Hopefully this will help you prepare for the contests in the coming weeks. First and foremost, I want you to know that beautiful pictures can come from any kind of a camera. The key is learning how to use the camera that you have to the best of your abilities and putting your own artistic spin on the subject. The very first picture I ever took that got me interested in photography and led me down the path to eventually becoming a professional cattle photographer was taken on a disposable 35mm camera that I picked up at Walmart for like $7. So any camera will suffice. I take tons of pictures with my cell phone that would be great to print off and frame in an album or put in an album for safekeeping for the memories. There's any kind of camera that will work for you. Just need to learn how to use the camera that you've got. There's tons of good resources on the internet. It's invaluable in terms of photography resources, all the way from very beginners and point-and-shoot cameras all the way up to the very most professional photographers that you'll find anywhere in the world. There are tons of people providing information on the internet to help you become a better photographer. I'll share a few of the links to some sites that I like and some specific posts that are geared towards beginners, along with this video on Final Drive TV. Also, we'll do a little photography question and answer session here. If there's anything you'd like to ask me specifically, email those questions to finaldrive@finaldrivetv.com. finaldrive@finaldrivetv.com. We'll put it right here on the screen for you. Email those questions to us with photography in the subject line, and we'll respond with a photography Q&A video next week. Once you have your camera in hand and you've studied the user manuals online and looked at some resources, it's time to practice. Get that thing in your hands, get outside and shoot. Take pictures of anything and everything. What you really want to study is how the light affects the subject and how the light affects the exposure of the photograph. Move all around your subject. Take pictures first, starting with the sun at your back, looking towards the subject so that the light is directly on the subject. Then move to the side and around behind where you're looking right back into the sun, and take notice of how the position of the light affects the photograph. That'll give you a really good idea of how to produce different effects in different images by where you position the light. And most of you are going to be shooting outside subjects here for these ag photo competitions. So that main light source is going to be the sun in most cases. So study the way the position of the sun affects the light that's on your images, and hence the photograph that you create from that image. Don't forget to zoom with your feet. Get in really close on your subject. Move farther away. Work again around all angles and all sides of it so that you can see that subject from different angles. Shoot when it's sunny. When it's overcast, shoot in all different kinds of light. Early morning, late in the evening, midday when the sun's in this time of year directly above your head. Shoot in all different kinds of light and just really study how the sun affects what you're taking pictures of. Once you've practiced and you're starting to get an idea of how to create different kinds of images by where you position light, you're ready for the contest. We'll post a link to the contest rules along with this video on Final Drive TV for the NJSA and the CPS contests, so that you make sure you get familiar with those rules and follow everything to the letter. You don't want to get your picture thrown out because you didn't place it on the right kind of board or have it printed at the right size. So make sure that you follow all the contest rules to a T. Once you're familiar with the rules, select a subject. How do you know what to take a picture of? What's your subject? Well, that's easy. Pick anything that interests you. Don't worry about whether that subject, you think whether that subject will be interesting to someone else or not. Worry about whether you find it interesting. If you find a subject interesting, you'll be able to take really interesting shots of it. Beauty is all around us, and you'll capture the best images when you're shooting a subject that you're really interested in. Go wild. You're not burning up film. You're not doing any damage to the camera. Take a ton of pictures. They're probably all digital. You can put the little files down in the trash bin with the ones you don't like. Take a ton of pictures, and hopefully you'll come up with something that you like. You'll notice as you're moving around taking pictures, you'll find different angles that captivate your eye as you look through the viewfinder. That's when you know you're getting to the right spot and you're really getting some great photos. When you start to get excited as you're looking through the viewfinder at your subject, you'll know that you're in the right spot to get a great image. I'll put up here on the video a photograph that really caught my eye on the internet a few weeks ago, and you'll see that taking a new approach, looking at things from a different angle, can often produce the greatest results. In this particular photo, there is a movie star coming down the red carpet at an event, and all of these photographers are lined up along the side, and in the image you see that the photographer of this photo has gotten up higher and taken a different approach at getting the photo, and really probably captured one of the most captivating images from the event. He took just by taking a different approach than all the other photographers would have taken. If you look back at all the images you took and you can't find things that you like, remember, add and subtract. Subtract anything from the photograph that is distracting to your subject. Move the subject to someplace maybe where there's a more attractive background, or create a more attractive background behind the image by changing the direction of the light that's coming onto the subject. You know, if you go out and you take a picture of a barn in the morning, but you don't get just the right shot, wait till evening, come back, shoot the barn from a different angle, and maybe you'll get a different look on the subject. Take away anything that might be distracting too, if your subject can move, by simply changing locations. Take it to a different spot and shoot it in a different spot. See how that turns out. Add something unique to the photograph, something people don't expect to see. That principle alone will make people stop and look at a photograph. When they see something in an image that they don't expect to see in that photograph, that can really strike their attention and capture their interest. Hopefully this information helps. Again, don't forget, we'll do photography Q&A. If you have any specific questions, send them to Final Drive at finaldrivetv.com with photography in the subject heading, and we will answer those questions for you in a video next week. Good luck at the upcoming summer shows, and thanks for watching.